Hey there, Chris Keaton here, coming to you live and direct from Catch This Music recording studios right here on Music Row. Got my buddy Robert Bond here with me again. Hey, so I was at lunch the other day and this clown starts talking to me about equalization. I'm like, what the heck is that? What's equalization?
Equalization. Well, it's a huge subject for us, and songwriters and emerging artists that are making their own demos on their own equipment and trying to save money or just do the best they can with that need to know a lot about it. Equalization is a way to attenuate the frequencies in the sound. What we do with that is we can say, oh, well, you hear people talk about raising the highs or dropping the lows, things like that. They're talking about equalization. If you can, get a hold of something called a spectrum analyzer, or look on your EQ, and there may be a button that says FFT or something like that. Click that button, and you'll start to see when the sound plays on the track, the frequency waves in a line on the window there. And what you can do with your EQ is you can change those lines and change the sound. Why do we want to do that? Because we're recording and mixing. Frequencies can conflict between different instruments. For example, masking is a thing you want to look out for in your tracks. The bass drum and the bass are a good example of this. They're both in the low end. And if you have them both playing down there, it can get muddy and muddy up your track. So a lot of engineers do something called rolling off the low end of either the bass drum or the bass. So one of them handles that bottom part. The other one gets more clarity from being above it. You can do things like warm up your vocal sound or make it more clear, raise some highs in the vocal. It's a big subject that we can't really completely talk about now. But if you get an EQ on your track, experiment. Look for the low pass filter, roll off the lows. Look for the high pass filter, roll off the highs. Once you experiment, you'll find that sweet spot for the sound. But if you have any questions about it, just send me an email from my website, robertbond.net. And I'll be happy to get back to you and help you out if I can.
Man, that's fantastic. I'm going to tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm glad he knows what he's talking about because I don't have a clue. But anyway, thanks so much for coming by. Isn't this a great looking studio? Right here on Music Row. Come by and see us. Robert, thanks so much.
My pleasure.
See you next time.
See you guys.